You know, the California octuplets are beating the odds today, already making progress in their very young lives. You, as the taxpayer, may be asked to foot the bill. He wants married couples to have more sex and the use of cell phones while driving. This discovery will help solve the obesity epidemic.
We pulled 9.3 G.
Woo! I'll just stick it in my back pocket. Be sure to wash your hands a lot. You know, he wears makeup too, people. Ears
are all over
the wind. We want to see pictures of you in your ugly Christmas sweater. A lot of these things I have in my wardrobe, I don't need to get rid of it. All right, News 9 is up next. Americans are just eating more. He always was the loser. So far, we've matched the record for today.
Match the record?
Yep. Woo!
It has 26 miles on it.
I feel good. It'll be a fun one to see.
That's right.
We'll be back. Taking a look at headlines across America, family and friends gather for a candlelight vigil to remember a Los Angeles family. Investigators say a man depressed over losing his job killed his wife and 5 children before turning the gun on himself. Officers discovered the horrific scene after the father faxed a letter to a TV station and dispatchers received a call from a man saying his family had all been shot. Taking a first look at your health here on First at 4, Coca-Cola is in hot water over one of its vitamin water drinks. A nutritional advocacy group is suing the company over deceptive health claims. The lawsuit accuses Coke of selling what it says is basically sugar water by suggesting it has vitamins that boost immunity and reduce the risk of disease. Well, our state's congressional delegation voted right on party lines. Democrat Dan Boren was the only one of the 5 to vote in favor of the bill. Ask any new mom, keeping their baby safe and healthy is the top priority. But most may not realize they need to be protecting their child from themselves. Karen Brown reports. Okay, admit it, you have one. A hideous holiday sweater with Santa or a snowman on the front of it. Maybe it has lights or an iron-on of a Christmas tree. Well, we want to see pictures of you in your ugly Christmas sweater. Now, you know, these kids right here look adorable, but they're probably the exception. Check out all the hilarious pictures on news9.com and email us yours to news9pics@news9.com. Certainly a sight, lots of black smoke and flames still at this time, and this, started burning nearly 2 hours ago. Well, the western side of the metro and Canadian County have been severely impacted by flooding. Several roads in the area have become impassable and are still shut down tonight. More of Summer Rust's family arrives in El Reno to deal with the unimaginable. Summer's mother, Susan, shares her thoughts with us. She says it feels unreal being here, knowing her daughter and 4 grandkids are dead. Summer's ex-boyfriend, Joshua Durcho, is charged with 5 counts of murder. And Summer's mother says all women can learn from her family's loss. Big traffic jam on I-40 this evening after another hole developed in the interstate. This time it happened near Sunny Lane Road. ODOT crews worked as fast as possible to patch that problem up. We're told all lanes were reopened in the past 30 minutes. All right, Nick, thank you. Get ready for more construction on I-35. But good news, when it is complete, it should alleviate traffic down in Norman. The 4-lane section from Indian Hills Road to Main Street in Norman will be widened to 6 lanes. The $43 million project was approved yesterday. Construction should start in March and last about a year and a half. Now let's take a look at headlines across America. Tropical Storm Faye is now blamed for 3 more deaths in Florida. That brings the total number up to at least 6. We're told 2 people drowned, 3 were killed in traffic accidents, and 1 died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, Florida's governor is cautioning residents to stay vigilant, stay calm, and focused as the storm moves across the northern part of the state. And look across the Oklahoma plains this week, and you'll see farmers harvesting the last of their grain. And for most of us, wheat harvest seems uniquely American. But as Stacey Cameron tells us, this year's crop is an international field of dreams for 2 brothers. 50 years ago today, America's civil rights movement got an important boost when a group of African Americans walked into Katz Drug Store in downtown Oklahoma City, sat at the lunch counter there and tried to get service. The woman who organized that historic sit-in was Clara Luper. And today, she and the 13 other participants in that historic event were honored at a ceremony at the Oklahoma History Center. If the Postal Service gets its way, you may not be getting mail 6 days a week anymore. Melissa Maynard introduces us to Domo. It's shaped like a human, has arms, hands, fingers like you and I. It can pick up, put away, even see what we see. It's called Domo.
Domo here.
Huh, here.
If you were to compare Domo to something you may have seen before,
Here I am, sir.
try Rosie, the robot in the futuristic cartoon series The Jetsons. That's what engineers at MIT are doing, because Domo will eventually be living with you in your home.
So the fundamental thing is to detect when people is around. And a way to do that is to detect some features of the facial expression. So the eyebrows, the nose.
Domo can see everything in front of it, just like you could see me now right in front of you on your television screen. Check it out from his perspective, though. There are cameras in its eyes that feed all of this information to computers to analyze.
The ultimate goal of this research is to have the robot interacting with humans in human environments. Domo here.
Huh, here.
Say, Domo here, and you can hand an object to the robot.
Domo give it.
Say, Domo give it, and it will hand it right back. When you say Domo box,
Domo box.
it'll hold the box that you can place things in. These simple assistive tasks could make a big difference for elderly with things like getting a glass from a cabinet. That's what Mig Whips may need help with someday. Right now, she uses a stepping stool to get things off high shelves, but she doesn't like using it because she lives alone.
In case I'd fall. You know, I don't think it's real safe doing a lot of climbing.
And having a robot in her home would help her stay on her own.
I've been independent too long. You know, I've made my own decisions and done things the way I wanted to do for a long time.
Although Domo is one of the most sophisticated robots in the world, it is the early version of a robotic helper.
It's a very complex environment. So what you need is a robot that is able to work in this uncertainty.
To do that, researchers believe perhaps the next step is to have Domo learning from people instead of a computer program. And then researchers at MIT believe a robot like Domo could be living in your home in just 20 years. Melissa Mainerich, News 9. In the small Oklahoma town of El Reno, there's a hard-working machinist.
It's very taxing mentally as well as physically.
Steve Pickett pounds steel for a living. An endless bucket of drill bits needs sharpening. But in reality, what he really needs sharpened is his audition tape.
Hi, my name is Steve Pickett, and I'm here to pitch to you why I should be on the next show, Survivor.
Steve Pickett is trying to get on Survivor. He's tried out 15 times without success. So, he's left El Reno. And he's come all the way here to New York City to increase his chances of getting on the show. Steve, often called Survivor Steve, is going to New York Reality TV School, where students are taken through the microcosm of a reality show experience.
We get actors, we get street sweepers, we've gotten doctors and college professors.
I don't want doubts. I don't know. I might, I could, I should, I would.
Reality show casting directors give insider tips on what they want to hear in an audition. Do practice your story. Do watch reality television. Don't song and dance. Don't sell your personal agenda. They also judge each student's pitch.
You want to be on Survivor
Because I know I can outwit, outplay anybody
That's
that's
the
been out
show.
there.
Why
I
you?
know that. But I can.
You just
because
read the TV guide about it.
No. Because from Oklahoma, I mean, we have outwitted and look what we've done. We've actually been sooner.
Get out of here. Off the grill. What's he doing wrong there, Phil? It's all generic. And he's basically, he's selling the show that's already sold.
Then they teach how to be successful on a show.
There's no ums. There's no I woulda, shoulda, coulda.
How to build fans. How to win competitions. How to be liked.
I would put her on. I would.
In some cases, the auditions can be very, very brutal in terms of you're in, you're out, boom, thank you. You don't have it, boom.
Survivor Steve learned he needs to revamp his audition tape.
So I have determination. 14 times? Yeah, that's determination.
And I think without realizing I may be doing it for a wrong motive right now, But if I do a little bit more soul searching, I'll realize, okay, this is what I'm really wanting to try to do.
Charlotte, Lamar, come on up.
Reality television is about being yourself. Casting directors say they want to see the strongest, brightest version of you. That's what Survivor Steve's shooting for next time he tries out, now that he's graduated from New York Reality TV School. Melissa Mainorich, News 9. Melissa. Well, guys, eating undercooked ground beef is the most common cause of E. coli. So if you're out by the grill this weekend and you don't cook your meat all the way through, you could get E. coli. E. coli can cause kidney failure and even death. The Hunter family is headed for the doctor's office to check on little Edie's kidney function. Just a short time ago, her kidneys failed.
Whenever you hear that, the kidneys have shut down, I mean, it scares you to death.
Doctors told the Hunters Edie had E. coli caused from a bacteria. It turned into hemolytic uremic syndrome, or HUS, and caused the kidney shutdown. Turns out hamburger meat is a Hunter family favorite.
Probably a couple days a week, hamburger patties, hamburger helper, spaghetti, just different things.
Eating beef isn't the only way the bacteria can be spread. Drinking unpasteurized milk from cows or contact with contaminated cow manure can also cause problems. But raw ground beef is number one.
It is fairly common, especially in the summertime, because that's when you have more of the barbecues and more interaction outdoors.
Over time, a person's immunity to the E. coli causing bacteria builds up, and that's why young children are most susceptible. Right now, Edie's kidney function is slowly recovering. It's at about 50%. And the Hunters now want to warn others to take extra precaution with ground beef.
This is something that never in a million years should have happened to us. We lead a normal life. We are good people, and we wash our hands, and we do everything right. And it happened to us, and it shouldn't have.
Now, doctors say there should be absolutely no pink on the patty. Obviously, this one just got started. Also, if you live out near cattle, be sure to wash your hands a lot, and also don't feed your kids raw milk. Back to you.